Saturday, August 4th, 2018. Daily Message of Mary, Rose of Peace, transmitted in the Marian Center of Aurora, Paysandu, Uruguay, to the visionary Friar Elías del Sagrado Corazón de Jesús. To those who have already awakened, Part I. To those who have already awakened corresponds, within the plan, the greater commitment, solidarity, cooperation, and the effort to always do the best. To those who have already awakened corresponds giving greater support to those who do not support themselves. It is up to you to do the impossible so that each stage of the plan may be fulfilled. To those who have already awakened corresponds to unite and fraternize more with fellow beings. You are responsible for making a greater sacrifice for those who do not truly do so, to be able to compensate for the inequality that exists between what has been received from the universe as a treasure and those who do not surrender sincerely to God and create conflicts. To those who have already awakened corresponds to always keep in mind that you are serving God and not someone in particular, that the work is not personified in any consciousness, sympathizer, or leader, because the work is of the hierarchy and not of humanity. To those who have already awakened corresponds being conscious that everything you do, think, or express will influence in favor or against the plan, depending on the pure or impure intention that is placed upon it. To those who have already awakened corresponds to safeguard, shelter, and protect those who have just awakened and, yes, want to live the change. They must be protected from those who have become crystallized in time and space with their forms, ideals, and projects which are not merged to the will of the hierarchy. That protection of those who have just awakened will allow the renovation in a permanent way of the work of the hierarchy. To those who have already awakened corresponds to know that everything that is done or said, be it evolutionary or negative, will influence in favor or against the projects of the divinity, and that it will help or hinder the realization of the purpose. This attitude, in one way or another, will weigh positively or negatively in the consciousness of who emits it. Therefore, to those who have already awakened corresponds as a discipline to never forget that you are in a place that does not belong to you, that it was granted by grace and mercy, and that this place, task, or mission cannot be in vain, but rather must receive the value and the respect with the love and the reverence that the hierarchy deserves. To those who have already awakened will correspond, remembering that everything that happens in this cycle will be registered in the universe, and that one day everything will be evaluated by divine justice. To those who have already awakened corresponds, having more humility, resignation, and much gratitude, and thus work will remain alive in time. I thank you for responding to my call. Who blesses you, your Mother Mary, Rose of Peace.